Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what made you orgasm like never before? My husband went down on me when we first started dating. The orgasm was so intense, my head literally felt like it was going to explode. I instantly started sobbing and simultaneously threw up on him, lol. He still married me though. So how's your sex life? Oh, you know, the usual. He makes me come so hard I puke. I made a past GF come so hard she pooped. Does that count? And no, we weren't doing anal. A new vibrator I bought, it was one that made a sucking sensation on the clit. Literally came in about 5 seconds the first time I used it and had the most intense lower abdominal contractions. Never was able to recreate the intensity, but I did masturbate to the memory of it a couple times, lol. Have never wanked to a wanking memory. That had to be a life changer, lol. Wakepshio. You got a link to this magic toy? Asking for a friend, that is me. Not op, but this is the one I currently own. It is really intense and some of the modes are annoying or too much. But it has done me pretty solid for a cheap toy. I have used it solo and with my husband. I've had great orgasms and even squirted with it. My BFF has this more expensive one and she swears it's the best money she's ever spent. Edit. Thanks so much, everybody, for your awards and responses. Several of you have mentioned that it can be unsafe to buy through Amazon, and that's very true. I made sure to read reviews and was prepared to have to send back the toy if necessary. Luckily that wasn't my experience, but I don't want anyone to have to go through it. Here is a similarly priced and designed toy from Adam and Eve that should do the trick. If you're interested in a more luxe option, the womanizer is what my friend swears by, and you could always splurge on the Lilo, which is actually on sale. Happy fapping and sexy times. Yes. I couldn't even make a sound. I have never clamped down so tight. I could have shot a rocket to the moon out of my vagina. Who needs SpaceX and Blue Origin when you've got the EasyJet 624 space program? Payload is limited to whatever you can fit in the cockpit. Sitting on a guy's face. Between his lips and tongue and his beard on my thighs. I think I passed out for a minute. It's quite good on the giving end as well. Something about the asphyxiation and desperation and helplessness is a mid-fuck. Good to know, lol. Hopefully he remembers it as fondly as I do. The first time my GF gave me a blowjob, I'm pretty sure I passed out for a few seconds. I had a woman say, I couldn't tell if you liked it, you didn't make any noise. I told her it was so good I couldn't breathe. Please let me catch a compliment that powerful for anything I ever do in my life. There's this one girl who said she never done it before. I don't see why she would lie, but to this day, I've never had the type of BJ she gave me. Usually it's like whatever, but this was a whole another level that I now can only reminisce about. I had a girl once that could chipmunk me and I've been chasing the high ever since. Edit. To clarify, chipmunking is when a girl deep throats you and gets your nuts in her mouth at the same time. Her cheeks bulge out, just like a chipmunk. It's adorable. Enthusiasm goes a long way. My first BJ I ever had, she quite effortless throat pied me. This was before it even had a name. Fool that I was, thought they all were toe curlers like that. Fun fact, she won the senior superlative for most shy. Edit. Lots of people confused with my word choice, it is specific. Typically in porn, throat pies are given to the pie receiver. However, I didn't give anything, she took it and probably part of my soul along with it. See below comments for more detail. She was afraid of her own power. I remember my first blowjob, she used a lot of teeth and I, as a young teen who didn't want to say anything, used all the strength I had to keep my composure so she didn't notice I was in pain. But it had the opposite effect, since I couldn't quite keep my composure, so she mistook my small bodily twitches as a sign I was enjoying it and she kept on with full force. Just straight chewing on your dick, lol. Getting a 3080 at MSRP. This one time my husband was railing me and he licked the edge of my ear and whispered something, and it all got too much and I came pretty hard. I was so overwhelmed by that I just lay down and stared into space for 45 minutes after. I asked my husband what he whispered in my ear, because the orgasm blanked out my memory, and he refused to tell me. That was 3 years ago and he now claims he's forgotten what he whispered because apparently my orgasm gave him a giant orgasm and also blanked out his memory. We've been chasing that dragon ever since. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. So. Omelette du fromage. The first time I ever came twice. My wife is incredible in bed, and this particular time, I came and then she grabbed me and made me keep going, and then suddenly I came again, and it was the most mind-blowing one to date. No one else has ever made me finish more than once. Edit, since some folks have been confused, the last line references all of sexual partners before my wife. Meanwhile the guys at hit I busting the 15th nut of the day for breakfast. For breakfast. Is your wife single? Feeling my girlfriend's vagina contract when she was having an orgasm. We were in missionary and those contractions just pressed the lower side of my penis. Like again and again. And it was tight as fuck, as if my penis is being strangled or something. And then it shot out. I wasn't even ready. I mean, you kind of know, this is it. But that wasn't the case. I was fine few seconds ago, and suddenly it was done. Best feeling ever. Haven't been able to replicate it since. Tortured soul. Forever chasing the you forgive dragon that is the contracting vagina. Oh man, that's a game changer. My ex would contract so hard that it would push me out sometimes, it was fucking wild. 3.5 hours of a guy edging me until I just couldn't be edged no more. I have never in my life had that happen since, but I wish to have it again one day. It's a rare thing. It's pretty easy to edge yourself just too far, but since you're trying to stop it just ruins the orgasm and you have to wait to try again. There is nothing more annoying than accidentally ruining your orgasm when masturbating. My first BJ from my girlfriend. We were on a church retreat with her family and at night we snuck out and she gave me my first ever BJ. It had me twitching for hours after that. We went to a campfire with the rest of her family. I was wrapped up in a blanket. We said I was cold. But it was that I couldn't stop twitching after that BJ. My GF to this day told me she thought she broke me. It's a day I'll never forget. Amen. She exorcised your demos and let the devil out. A shower head and 10 minutes. Same. Made my whole body convulse and I couldn't walk straight for hours. What kind of shower head do you all have? I've got a detachable one with multiple different settings, but I've never been able to even come close to orgasm with it. And I've tried. A girl was giving me head and got me right to the edge of orgasm, like the train was barreling down the track and there was nothing I could do to stop it. And then, somehow, she grabbed my dick in just such a way that paused my inevitable orgasm. And in the split second it took me to wonder what kind of black magic she was casting. She looked me directly in the eye, smiled, and swallowed my entire cock down to the base. I think I had a seizure. Man dies of mega suck. I've posted about this before, but once I was having sex with my girlfriend after taking a shower and I had water stuck in my ear. At the exact same time as I came my ear popped and I felt washed over by such a bizarre and amazing combination of sensations. It's really hard to describe how good this orgasm felt, truly ineffable. I've tried many times since then to replicate this, but have not been successful so far. Elmeo, I wanna hear the stories of you trying to replicate it. Hold on babe, let me just pour this water in my ear first. Dude is chasing the dragon by dunking his head in a bucket of water while jacking it. So, I almost got into a fight with a friend. We were face to face. I'm mad as hell telling him to get the fuck out after just defending him to others only to have him turn on me, which triggered the fuck out of me. My adrenaline is pumping like mad, and as he's walking out my GF grabs me and says you need to come with me upstairs right now. I thought she was just helping to defuse the situation, she was, but also more. As soon as we get in my bedroom she locks the door, pushes me on the bed and starts pulling my pants off. Then she jumped on top of me and just rode me, lights on, eyes locked. She looked so damn sexy in that moment, it was incredible. Then I swear half my brain and all of that adrenaline blew right out of my penis. After our breathing slowed and we were still looking at each other madly, the laughter started. Craziest mood swing and orgasm in my entire life. I expected a slightly different outcome after reading the first paragraph. I thought he was gonna say he angry fucked his friend Elmeo. I think fighting has that effect physiologically based on getting in touch with some animalistic side of you or some shit. Arousal is arousal. We know, intellectually, the difference between different kinds of arousal, but it turns out the body doesn't really. I've got an interesting one that didn't happen to me personally, but an ex after a crazy day. We were busting ass outside all day on a scorching hot day and completely exhausted and figured, hey, let's bang and take a nap. We both have a good time and take said nap. We wake up and she freaks out. She has no idea who I am, she's asking about her ex-BF and where he is. She thinks she lives in a different city still that she moved away from a couple years ago. I'm absolutely freaked out, so I take her to the emergency room. She had transient global amnesia due to exhaustion. Her memories were only clicking in from about 5 years back and prior. She had no idea about anything that happened in her life for the last 5 years. After a few hours she was fine, but damn, that was a weird day. Damn. You literally fucked 5 years out of her life. Feo Men in Black, you're Eliza for a cock. Oh damn, a very similar thing happened to my brother's wife on their honeymoon. They are super religious, so they didn't fuck before then. I figured that meant the sex was so bad she wanted to forget about it, but maybe it meant the sex was really good.